What's up, Planeswalkers? Theorix6 back with more Magic the Gathering. I do, of course, hope you head over to FlipsideGaming.com and use my promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a great deal and it helps support the show. Now today, we're going to be playing an Angels deck. Why? Because that's what I decided to do. I chucked this together. I was keep trying to make fun decks, but the meta's just like, nah, fuck you. So I'm like, fine, I'll play something else. So I decided to play some Angels. Technically, this is 4 color Angels because we do have 4 colors because we want to be able to activate Shalai. So this is the deck. We're running 4 main deck Duress because I feel like we have to in this meta. 4 Tithe Takers because I really love this card. It is a great blocker against aggro, and it's a really annoying card against control. I'm running 3 Tithe Vanguards essentially just because I can. I want to see if it still has a place in the meta. It doesn't hurt my deck. A part of me wants to just, play the Adanto Vanguards like I should, but I don't care. I want to have fun, dang it. I don't want to play meta stuff. So, for Resplendent Archangel. This is not Archangel. Why have I always been calling it that? Resplendent Angel. Holy shit, what? It's like the backbone of the deck. Being able to, get the lifelink from Lyra and such is going to mean we're going to be able to, get some 4-force. Once we start that ball rolling, we don't have to cast anything else against control, which is very helpful. 3 Gideon Blackblades. This gives some of our creatures lifelink. We can also make them indestructible, so we can just attack on in. Vigilance is another one that's kind of aggressive and defensive, so we can attack and still have things back to block. And it's also just a really hard to deal with creature walker thing that can exile stuff, which is nice. 3 Mortifies, gets rid of enchantments and creatures, always nice. 3 Vraska's Contempt, creatures and planeswalkers in this meta, yes. 2 Aurelias, I'm not going to say her name. She has Mentor. It doesn't really matter. What she really ends up doing is, 1, giving our white creatures, which I think all of our creatures are at least part white. Yeah. Vigilance. And, potentially buffing herself to give some of our other creatures a bit of a bonus, thanks to the Mentor. We're running 3 Seraph of the Scales, because this is a really resilient angel. Also, can give itself Vigilance and Death Touch. Kills things. It's real nice. Comes with 2 1/1s on the back end. 3 Shalais. This is very helpful to just make it so our creatures are harder to kill, and where our face is harder to burn. Additionally, she has that nice 4 green ability that we can actually use. We are running 4 green sources. Technically, I should run a significant amount more, but this is something that's meant to happen sometimes, and I don't want to stretch the mana base too thin. As you'll notice, these are just white lands because white is the base, black is the secondary, red is the tertiary, and green is like quaternary. 3 Lyras. She's the Angel Lord. She comes down, you smack your opponent, you gain some life. It's pretty nice. And then we're running a single Parhelion because I want to. That's why. There's our mana base. I'm not running the Unclaimed Territory, I think is what it's called, because we have too many, 1, activated abilities, and 2, things that aren't creatures that have heavy mana restrictions, namely Gideon and Vraska's Contempt. So that is why we're running the mana base we are. We played 2 matches with this deck. Why only 2? Because 1, I streamed for 5 hours today, or yesterday for you all, and 2, I have another video to do. I also have some homework to do, so, that's a lot of stuff. First game was against Mono Red. We cast Lyra. Excuse me, we cast Shalai. They had to use 2 burn spells to kill Shalai. Then we cast Lyra. We won. I mean, honestly, this seems not bad. Gideon into Gideon. And another land. We have the mana for Contempt. We have double white. Yeah, no, this seems pretty damn good. I'm gonna start off with the Temple Garden. Makes the most sense, obviously. Then if I don't have any of my 2 drops, I'll play the Blood Crypt. Yep, don't have any of my 2 drops. She needs 5 mana, so it doesn't really make sense to. Well, Pyromancer, maybe it does then. So I could just play this because my opponent has to dump stuff into it. Yeah, sure. Let's do this.
Together we can banish evil from this
Submit 0.
place. Your light will clean
So let's see if my opponent
darkness.
dumps stuff into that. And then we went up against Sakdos, the black-red sacrifice style deck. And once again, we played Lyra, and we won. So in this matchup, considering our opponent's on mono red, the plan is cast Lyra, and win. It looks like our opponent is going for the... Oh, no, they did that to skewer the critics. Sure. And then they attack it with that. Ooh, a Sharon. So they're going to have an on-curve Sharon, and that sucks.
I am not quite indestructible.
I do have Contempt, which I can use. Do I want to use it on their turn? No, I think I want, like... I think I want to get the Resplendent down. Because they either play the Chandra now, or they lose access to the Chandra if they want to kill my Resplendent. So I am fine with that. We're only running 24 lands. Possibly that's incorrect, but... Cast Levi and all that. They do end up playing the Sharon.
Let's do this.
Can't cast whatever this is.
Just gonna be
Cool.
bad.
Burn spell, not in my face. Cool. We're just going to Contempt this. Goodbye.
We're done here.
And I'm going to hold back. Force my opponent to use a burn spell to get rid of my blocker. I would like another white source, so I can play both of these. If I don't get a white source, that's fine. Yep. Okay, they used a burn spell. Very good for me. And I think, honestly, I want to play the Tithe Taker. It trades favorably with this board. Left the stage. Of course. They always have it, don't they? Interesting. Decided not to do that. But this is a much better hand. Because we get to do both. So now that this is down, my opponent can't play a 2-mana Spiel. Let's give this indestructible, I guess. Okay, so now we have a nice blocker. Even if my opponent plays Chain Whirler, we have an okay blocker. Not the best, obviously, but Tithe Taker comes with 2 bodies, and that is very important. We can have Contempt next turn on something. They don't have anything that we care about contempting right now. I'm hoping that the audio is a bit louder for you all. I did get a comment saying that it was a bit quieter than usual, so hopefully this is a bit better. If not, please let me know. 5 range? Sure. Just going to kill it outright? Sure. So now if they kill this and then play a Chain Whirler, that will suck, but things happen. They're using a lot of the resources. We're still at 13, which is not terrible against control at this point. Chain Whirler incoming. Lightning Strike. Okay.
Do not frighten me.
So I guess they're going to double attack at Gideon, definitely losing their Pyromancer. I'm absolutely fine with that exchange, to be honest. Against the red deck, you just want to run them out of resources and essentially hope that they don't draw a that chamber thing, whose name I can't remember. So I'll go and play Angel, not Archangel. I'm just going to call it Resplendent from now on. And they burned. And they hit me for 2. Let's see what I draw. I mean, I have so many good draws. That's not one of them. 2 away from casting Parhelion. I'll just pass. Contempt. I kind of want to keep the Contempt around for Chandra. But I don't really want to take too much damage. Gonna be at 9. I also don't want to light up the stage, but I think it's better to let them have a potential light up the stage. Sure. Alright, 1 more mana. I can play Parhelion and do nothing with it. Because I'll need another creature. I really don't want them playing Chandra. Like, and just having it for free, essentially. So I'll kill this now. Because if I do draw land, I want to be able to play Parhelion on curve. Okay, well, we're playing a Parhelion. Will it help? I need to draw something. Runaway Steamkin? Sure. Hope this doesn't run away with the game. No, but seriously, this card's incredibly powerful. And I am afraid. Leave my face alone, please and thank you. This thing flies while it's a creature? Or while it's not a creature? Come on, really? I'm gonna start flooding now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just dead, aren't I? I've drawn one more land than I have. So I've drawn 50% instead of 40%, I guess. Well, Shalai is helpful, but she doesn't technically do anything. Okay, so my opponent would have to use the spells in their hand on Shalai first. If they don't, I can activate Shalai to activate this to attack to have 2 angels. Is Shalai alive? Looks like no. That is frightening, but okay. Okay, so I activate Shalai. I activate this. I attack in with this. It has Vigilance, which I just now realized. Made 2 angels. Okay, so now we have a good amount. I forgot they were tapped and attacking. Okay, we have an okay amount of protection. Shalai is now at 5 toughness, which makes it a lot better. And we have 2 sizable blockers. So my opponent has to get through Shalai and get through me. You can't target me. That has to go at your face. I'm so sorry, sir. Exactly how you drew it up. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. I will say, I haven't gone up against Control yet, and that's the deck I'm fearing the most. I do think this deck does relatively well against the aggressive decks because of Angels just being swole AF, and all that. I can't wait till N20, man. Well, for what it's worth, I only have, what, 10 more days? Yeah, 11 more days until the sponsored pre-release event, which I will be streaming here on YouTube thanks to Wizards of the Coast. #ad. Typo. Sure. That was the angel thing. I wasn't making a statement. Are we gonna greed keep? Are we gonna greed keep? I get some Theurg's greeds in the chat. I shouldn't keep a 2-lander. I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't. But I'm going second, and I'm greedy as fuck. Uh-oh. We're fucked. We're doomed. Game over, man. Game over. This one, I guess? We retreat, you play this. Play this tapped. Oh, it's green-white. Okay, I thought it was going to be Simic Ramp. That's why I was freaking out a little. Go and play this. Next turn, we can play one of those Gideons. Hopefully, we draw another land by that point. Start playing things like Seraph and Scales, Shalai, you know, things like that. Oh, my friend. My incredibly observant friend. How dare you play Shalai? If I recall correctly, that's what I do. So Gideon doesn't seem as good here now. But do I cast it anyway? I think so. Because it can't kill it on board.
I march into battle as your champion of justice. Share in my light.
So he can't attack with both. Because I can block it. Well, he could attack with both. So it's on 5. Is this just Selesnya Angels? Oh, it's just fucking Selesnya Angels. Cool. Also, fudge. Uh-oh.
Take it.
Hooey. Man, okay, so that has to die. Fuck, this has... Ugh. Goddamn green has Llanowar Elves.
I believe in you, friend.
I mean, I can play my own Lyra next turn. Yeah, shut up. Which makes me want to play Seraph now. If he gets a land, he can start activating Shalai. Fuck. There's no reason to attack because my opponent would just gain life. Oh no, this prevents damage, so I could have attacked, but it would have been useless. Land. Can activate Shalai now. I'm fine with Gideon dying. Yep, that's fine. He dies.
Retreat.
Fuck. They had a Little Elf. And they went first. They got Shalai down on turn 3. And from there, I got fucked. At least we faced an Angel deck. It's interesting. Selesnya Angels, definitely more straightforward, but fuck that. If I'm not able to play with my Black Angels, game A for me. Sure, I'll keep this. I can do this on turn 2. Should be fine. Play this first because it will unlock other cards than just these. Is it another mono red deck? Yep. Alright, so I do need some more mana. Oh. Okay, so next turn is Lava Runner and Shock, I guess. The following turn is Chain Whirler. I need a land. I did keep a 3-lander, which I think is obviously reasonable. I would love to get something to... Oh, they got another Lava Runner. Okay, sure. Oh, cool. I have something to play. And they can't just Shock and Chain Whirler. For what it's worth, if my opponent attacks first, which they should, I'm not going to block. I guess they top decked a 3 damage burn spell. Nope, they just cast Risk Factor. I'm just going to take the damage. I can block those. I can block one of them. 4 will get through. If I draw land, I can play Shalai. Fuck you. Still, helpful. Steamkin. Unfortunate, but sure. Can only kill one of them. Sure, they don't have first strike, so stuff dies all the same, except I have 1. Not a land, you ass. Pass. Chain Whirler. Sure. Would I block the Lava Runner right now? No. I'd have to take the 2 damage. Because I'm not going to draw land. Oh my gosh, I drew a land! Which means Shalai. Shalai means I can block Chain Whirler. It means that my opponent can't actually use this on me. So, we are in a much better spot since we top-decked a land. We're at 8, but hopefully we'll worm our way back in the game. Another Steamkin? Unfortunate, but sure. But at 4 mana, I can cast so much things. So many things. Shut up. Do I want Seraph? I think I need to, like, actually get in there. So then I'm going to go with Aurelia. Give that to you, I guess. Okay. Opponent still needs to kill Shalai. And even then, I do have good blocks. I have okay blocks. Can't target me with risk factor. Chandra. That's not good for me, Chief.
What? My hair is on
Is this,
fire?
wait, does this target?
I know.
Please tell me it targets.
No. Oh.
It does target!
Burning.
Yes! So I get to just kill the Chandra, like, for free, right? Whenever one or more loyalty counters are removed from Chandra, Fire Artisan, she deals that much damage to target opponent or planeswalker. Hell yeah, bruh. Yay! Deck's real good against mono red, apparently. And if that's what we keep playing against, that's what we keep playing with. Let's eat them for breakfast. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. I'm, like, hankering to play some EDH, man. The Scarab God wants out. Don't harass Merchant, though. Technically, I could just go into the group for Dark Souls and be like, hey, guys, let's record some sweet EDH gameplay. But the thing is, I'm a coward. Oh, no. Yes. Am I gonna shock on turn 1? Yes. What are you buying? Oh, okay. Honor Guard. Garbage. Or, Moment of Craving, garbage. This is 4-color. Blue, black, and they have white. I think I'd go with the Contempt, honestly. Cool, got a Contempt, but what I need is a 4th land, so I can play this on 4. Got there. Get in for 1. Play Shalai on 4. Thought Erasure. Never mind, Shalai's gone. Damn, that sucks. Top deck Shalai? Yes? No. Alright, well, I'll just keep getting with my lumps that I have now. Luckily, opponent had a relatively slow hand. By relatively, I mean incredibly slow hand. Fudge! The Thought Erasure and the Thought Erasure. I needed that for Teferi. Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Get this Teferi out of here. I had to go for Teferi. Like, my opponent obviously is going to be able to enter the God Eternals on my Resplendent Angel, which sucks. You know, they're going to get a 4/4, but Teferi would have just been a more difficult problem, I think. So, ETGE on my Resplendent. Yep, yep. Darn, I would have had another Resplendent off the top. Let's see if we can get something better, though. Gideon is arguably better.
I walk a righteous path.
Just give this indestructible. Doesn't actually matter. Because she's going to give her life for my Gideon. I guess in this situation, Adanto Vanguard would actually just be better because I'd be able to block and keep it. Because against the control deck, I typically am not too afraid of my life total. I guess my opponent is base Esper?
Sorry I'm late.
Sure. I mean, that's unfortunate, but it does put my opponent's Teferi down. So next turn, I theoretically could attack Teferi, but the issue is he had Moment of Craving, so the one that gets through would actually not get through, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I should probably just have this as Adanto Vanguard. Oh, my opponent did nothing. That's interesting. Yay, tempo! I love it. No reason to attack, unfortunately. If they counter my Gideon, I'll probably just concede. No, they killed that? Sure, that's fine. That's also fine. Doesn't mean Gideon is not going to survive. Well, no, I guess it will. If it doesn't get countered. Because it'll go up to 5. Sure.
me lead the charge into darkness. Prepare for battle.
Okay, so Gids is going to go down to 1. I can theoretically
I'm not done yet.
swing it to Fairy. Narset is annoying,
Mind and body meditate.
but Teferi is more of a problem. Eugene, cool, cool. Decides not to attack. Reasonable.
Your light will cleave the darkness.
I'm gonna attack Teferi. Cool. Glide for the block. Gonna play out a Resplendent. Hopefully it doesn't get countered. Hopefully it doesn't get killed. Although my opponent's just gonna play Eugene. No, this game's over. Quite frustrating. Top decked double thought razors. I'm gonna go for another game, but I will switch these out to Adantos, as I probably should have just had in the first place. So many cool cards in this deck. Some of them are just actual trash that I actually need to update and replace. For example, I was playing Expunge because I had like a cycling sub-theme, and I like limiting myself to themes and sub-themes because it makes, in my opinion, it makes the deck building process a lot more fun. Whew. It makes the deck building process a lot more fun, in my opinion. But sometimes I do go a bit overboard and just play like objectively bad things. For instance, I'm pretty sure that the majority of my cycle sub-theme was removed. Just absolutely fun deck, though. Don't have double white. That's real bad. Fuck it. I don't care. You want to know how I got these scars? You see, my father was a drinker. And one night he came home, crazier than usual. He looked at me and said, "Why so serious?" Yeah, Steam Cannon, you're going to die. Yes, I'll just kill it now. Need one land of any color, please. I'll take it. I'll take the ability to cast 2 Contempts. Not asking for white, asking for any color, please, any color. I think I'm technically 2 less than I should for white in order to play Gideon on curve. I hope they don't have a land. I really hope they don't have a land. I got a land. I'm gonna pay for it. Yeah, I'm gonna pay for it. I want it to be able to kill Chandra on their turn, because if I happen to draw a white source, then I'll be able to actually cast Lyra. If they don't cast Chandra, then I'll just kill this. I go down to 5, then I go up to 7. Yeah, I'm taking it. It's virtual insanity, but Chandra's gone, which is nice. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I have a Lyra. I need this Lyra to live. If my Lyra lives, I can live happy ever after. I should have put more L's in there. Alliteration is fun. Alliteration is comedic gold. Leave Lyra alone. Also, don't kill me. Can I die? Let's see. Shock. Let's say they play a land, right? Shock. Okay, just that. I'm taking the damage every day. I'm going to go back up to 8. Yes, this is the correct decision. Yes! Lyra for the win! That's, you know, it's just how we drew it up. That's all. That's how we drew it up. Oh, by the way, if you want to know how the draft concluded, which, based on the analytics, not many of you do, I went 7-0. If you want to watch it, check out my Twitch VOD over on Twitch. Let's just check the sideboard real quick for the cards that I thought. Shiv and Fire, Lava Coil, and Lightning Strike were other options that I could have taken for early game removal. I decided against it because I didn't want to put too much focus on red. Moment of Craving is one that was like, I don't know if I'll need this because I have so much life gain in the deck. So I was like, screw it. Elder Spell. It's too much black. But by gosh, every deck that runs black probably just has to run this card because of how stupid the fucking format is. Revitalize. Again, I think I had enough life. Despark and Ingress Rampage were both cards that I considered, you know, they're decent removal spells, really versatile, but instead I just wanted a little bit more creature pressure, and I wanted to make sure I had Duress main deck because of how annoying the format is. Cryocanarium, Deafening Clarion, you know, very similar, half of one, wait, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. This is nice-ish because it exiles things, and it gives minus, it doesn't deal damage, but one, it's 2 black, and 2, it's only 3. Deafening Clarion does 3 damage, which is nice, but you can also just give your creatures lifelink in a pinch, right? That's always nice. Angel of Grace, it's an angel. It helps us not die horribly. The issue is, we don't necessarily care about dying horribly to aggro. It's just control. Just control. For what it's worth, I fucking love that art, man. Angels and Magic are so top tier. Cleansing Nova, it's a board wipe. Bond of Revival. I thought about it. I did think about it. But at the same time, I was like, that's too greedy. Just fucking play Lyras. It's fine. Finale of Glory and Finale of Eternity were both nice spells that I considered because of the fact that they're variable. You know, I can use them whenever I need to, but I didn't feel compelled, as it were. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm not opening a pack because I need to save my monies for some more M20. I have the 50 packs, but I need more. For what it's worth, I'm pretty sure that the 50-pack bundle is a good value if you're fine buying digital cards, because it's 50 packs for $50. And a normal pack is, well, 3 packs, so it's 100 gems for each of these gems. I put my money thing somewhere. Nope, that's just not it. I don't know where my gem calculation went, but I think it's a good deal. I hope it is, because I bought it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, go over to the end card. Say thanks to my lovely patrons, especially Salamander, Croft, Zin, and Rexel for their continued support. If you'd like to join them supporting the channel, you'll find links to that down in the description below, or you can just hit that sweet old join button, become a channel member. Same thing as a $5 patron. In the description, you'll also find links to the Discord server where we chat, play games, and you can ask me questions, which I totally forgot to answer this video. Oops, I think there were only like 2 anyway. Words? Right, and the deck list is also my Aetherhub account, where I post all of my deck lists, and where if you go to TCG Player via my Aetherhub account, I will get a bit of kickback from TCG Player, which obviously helps support the channel. So yeah, I do of course hope you've enjoyed this angelic video where we essentially just murdered a bunch of red decks and then lost to the only control deck we found. If you did, go ahead and tap that like button, add a subscription to your mana pool, cast one of those comments in the comment section down below, pass that turn and that video to some of your friends, and of course, until next time, all are going to be one in that stuff.